is line up the basket. Back to Miguel's going to go over, point towards the little back Miguel. Now, there's no way, according to a lot of coaches, that you should ever be even close, but he'll probably make these go. Good. Line. Because his hip, but more importantly, his fingers through that rim every single time. Who gets it? Everybody understand? Now, the other thing I see, watch this, guys. I'm just going to give you a little math. Just really listen. If you shoot and your finger goes to the side, you will make it 1% of the time. That's it. 1%. If your feet, or if your finger is through the rim, you younger guys will make it about 60%. You older people will probably make it 70 to 75%. Listen, I'm not good at math, but I know the difference between 1% and 75% is huge. If you don't know that, you probably shouldn't be here. You're not smart enough to be here. Seriously, right? What you gotta do is you gotta stick that every single time. And I think for some of you guys, it doesn't bother you. Oh, I missed, oh, I missed. Once again, great shooters never miss this side. Very rarely. Like Miguel right now, if he took 100 shots, he might miss 3 shots inside. Ray Allen's probably about 1%. Stephen Curry's probably 1%. Okay, you guys understand? Last thing, you guys stare at the rim. Okay, I see so many people. Like this is the most amazing thing. Like, I don't know if you've ever seen a great sunrise or sunset. Who's ever seen a beautiful sunset? Who's ever seen a beautiful lake or beautiful mountains? Who's ever seen like a beautiful beach? Guys, that's not amazing. Those things are amazing. You guys are. Okay. Who thought it was weird that we started off with zombies today? It's weird. It's talking about zombies, right? But I truly believe the worst shooters are like zombies because they have big eyes. Am I right? Right? We have a thing right now. Miguel, ready? Up here. When Miguel gets up to about right here, he's going to look the rim. And of course, because it's there. But he's not going to stare at it. He can blink. You can blink, right? Okay, good, good. Okay. And then as he shoots, when he gets to about right here, instead of following the rim, he's going to follow his release. If you shoot a gun, I know I'm not supposed to talk about it. We're from I'm living in Ohio, and like everybody shoots guns here. It's crazy, right? But 6-year-olds, it's crazy. All right. So if you get out on a gun range, okay, and what is it? Ready? Blank. What is it? Aim. Fight. You guys don't do that in shooting. You guys just do what? One word. What is it, Miguel? Fire. Fire. You don't aim. You just fire. In a gun. Ready? Aim. Fire. Shooting. Ready. Aim. Fire. You only can do one. Maybe you might ready yourself, but you don't aim it. Who understands? So as I come up, I'm going to put that, so right now I'm going to follow that finger right through that bone, right there. Because right now you're just like this. And you have no idea where this goes. So many of you miss so many shots to the side. You have no clue. Who understands this? Does this make sense? It makes so much sense, it's scary. So I want you guys to get out of the basket. And I want you to go ready, aim, boom, fire. And when you get up to right here, you're going to point, you're going to follow that finger right through that rim. And then hold it and look at it after, oh, that's why I missed it. That's why I made it. Okay? You got about 5 more minutes. And then we're going to go to something else. Go, get out of the basket. be on my good side. I don't know what that is, so I'm gonna go on. Good job. Everybody is going to get in your circle. What we're going to do is actually we're going to put the balls against that wall. In fact, don't do that right now. Go. Watch what we're going to do. I'm going to say, go. You guys will be in that circle. And ladies, you will be in that circle. Everybody understand? Now, what you're going to do is go to the closest 3-point line. Either that side or that side. That side or that side. And you're going to run as fast as you can. And you're going to get in that shooting position. And we're going to do it 3 times, maybe 4 times. Okay? Are we ready? And guys, we're going to be looking at the feet. Okay, you know what I'm talking about, right? We're going to be looking at the feet. You're going to see who's doing it right and who's doing it wrong. Yeah, what they'll do is they'll come up, take it, and shoot the ball, and then go back. And then I'll say go again. Okay, so go like this. Watch this. Ready, set, go! Go! Okay, good. Now, what we want you guys to do is make sure you're spread apart. So the first time, it's going to be kind of a cluster. It's going to be like everybody's going to be all over the place. Do it again. Ready. Make sure, so instead of going all the way in here, do it going up and down. Ready, set, go! See that. We may go a total of 8 or 10 times. Ladies, get over there, guys, get over there. Let's go. All right, do that. Hey. Give me about 6 guys over here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Good. You guys figure out where you're going to go. Robin, you're looking at the feet. Looking at the feet. Ready, set, go. Ready, set, go! Ready, set. One more. Go! Now, when you land, I want you to ask yourself, are my feet square to the basket or am I turned to the basket? Are my feet slightly turned? It's either square or turn. Do it again. Set, go! One more. Look at your feet. Are they square or are they turned? Set, go! Bring it in. I see. All right, real fast. If your feet were square to the basket, what we call 10 toes to the basket, raise your hand. Good. If your body was turned slightly, okay, I don't want to turn too much, right? If they were turned slightly, raise your hand. Good. About half and half, right? All right. Who was square? Why do you do that? How you were what? How you land. What have you been taught? Keep your feet square. Good. You square your feet right here, right? Why? Who turned? Why do you turn? Feels comfortable. Interesting. Why do you turn? That has nothing to do with it. Okay. Your ankle would always be turned or squared. Go. Who told you that? Well, that's a great study. That kid is really, well, we got some smart kids here. Actually, here's the deal, guys. The best shooters in the world, watch this. Shoot this one. Up to 10 years ago, I always taught this one. Anybody know why? That's what my coaches taught me. Gotta be right. Right? I was in a place called Calgary, Canada, and I had this kid who could just shoot the lights. And I had a basketball cabinet, and he turned his feet. And what he did was he scored his hip and shoulder to the basket, hip and shoulder, boom, boom. Just like, tell me, what do you think I told him to do? Score your feet. Score your feet. And he went out and missed like 15 straight shots. So I'm not one of those guys that it's all about ego. So I said, you know what? Go back to your shot, okay? And when he went back, not only did he go back to making it, but it looked pretty. It looked like something I would see on TV, like if I watched the NBA or WNBA. And I went home and I started Googling and YouTubing, and I typed in Michael Jordan's jump shot, and all these pictures came up of Michael Jordan like that. Chris Mullin, Larry Bird, Kobe Bryant, it didn't matter, Carmelo Anthony, the best women shooters and men shooters, same thing. And I started trying this out with my players, and they started making all these shots. It was like absolutely amazing. So I come home, and Miguel is like kind of like my adopted kid in some ways, right?
Mad about that.
What?
Still mad.
And so I come home, and he's playing college basketball at the time, and he's working on a player. And we're at the same gym. He's working on a player down here, and I'm working on a player down here, right? And he keeps, and I've only been home like 3 days, right? And he kept doing this. He's like, what are you doing to this kid? I said, try it. Because that's so weird. I said, try it. He went down, took what, about 5 minutes? And he's like, this is amazing. I'm making all my shots. The season before the term, he shot 26% from the three-point line, which isn't very good. In fact, it's awful. That following year, when he got the turn down, he shot 49.6%. He was the #1 three-point shooter in all college basketball in California. The #1 three-point shooter. He went from 28%, 27% to 49, almost 50%. Why?
Now here's the thing, guys. I was a terrible shooter throughout high school, throughout college, until my last year of college. Okay? And it was because I was really coaching you guys. So the coach told me to square up, guess what I did? Square up, okay? So no offense to the girls, okay? But when I shoot my high school years, this is my shot, ready catch ball, okay?
Oh yeah.
That was my shot in high school. So what does that look like, guys? No offense, but if you go watch the girls' game, how do they shoot, guys?
Especially at the like junior high school level. Yeah.
Totally square up and then they go like this. But if you watch all the pros, do they shoot like that? Okay, so that's how I was shooting in high school, in college, guys. And it wasn't until he came back, and then once he taught me the turn, guys, it was like the line just came out. I couldn't miss. Couldn't miss. So before, when I had the basketball, because I was a point guard, they would say, hey, back off him, give him space, let him shoot. Back up, let him shoot. And as soon as I got the turn down, guys, I'll be running from half court, and the other coach would be going, shooter, don't give him space. Shooter, don't give him space. Okay, so I went from let him shoot to making 4 threes, 5 threes in a row in the game. Because just the turn. Okay? If you turn, guys, what's gonna happen? Your hip, your shoulder is gonna be where, guys, every single time. In the middle of the basket. If you guys turn around this way, watch this. Watch what happens when I square up. I'm right in the middle of the basket, guys. Which one am I, ladies? In the middle? How about that? So what makes more sense, guys? Have your feet go to the middle of the basket, but have your hip and your shoulder and the arm on the right side? Or turn your feet just a little bit and then have the hip, shoulder, arm, wrist, finger in the middle of the basket. So here's the percentages. What is this? The wrist and the finger, what percentage is that, guys? 20. How about the arm? 20. How about the shoulder? 20. How about the hip? 20. So if I get those 4 things in the middle of the basket right now, guys, what percentage will I have of shooting straight every single time? 80. Once again, what makes more sense? Feet or your head, shoulder, arm, wrist, finger?
We'll show you guys one video. Really fast. We have done a lot of study, and the only guard, decent shooting guard, and he's not even a great shooting guard, that does score his feet is Jeremy Lin. But last year he shot 141st in three-point shooting in the NBA. He had very poor shooting year. And I'm really good friends with his trainer, and he called me up and he said, Jeremy's not shooting very well. I said, do you want to know my opinion? He goes, what is it? I said, because he squares his feet. Guys, we turned his feet. He's making, I mean, isn't he shooting a lot better? And he's going to get better and better. Okay, so everybody, I mean, you name it, whether it's Carmelo or James Harden or Kobe or how about Stephen Curry? Who's ever heard of Stephen Curry? Now, if you don't know who Steph Curry is, he broke the all-time record for most three-pointers made in a season. He's a rock star. He's big time, okay? I want you guys to watch this.
Stephen Curry has been shooting most of his life. He is considered one of the finest shooters in NBA history. But Stephen is living a lie. You see, Stephen doesn't score his feet to the basket. Yes, Stephen is a turned shooter. Every shot he takes, he squares his hip and shoulder. He turns his feet.
Who sees it? You guys see it?
Watch closely, and you will notice he never squares his feet one time.
Not when he lands. Now we're going to show you one of our really good shooters. And this kid, at that time, was in 8th grade. And I guarantee you there's no 8th grader here that can shoot like this.
On the left,
Now, this is going to be square the feet on the left, the right, and the same turn.
Steph
That's
shooting
the yellow rebound.
and his hip and shoulder squares the basket.
That was filmed where they filmed the movie Majors, by the way. What looks better? Right or left? I know some people go left. 'Cause that's what it's Who sees the difference? All right, I want you to do one more thing really fast. What we're going to do is I want to show you just kind of, I want you to watch some of these guys because I don't think you've ever seen it. After this camp, you'll never watch basketball ever the same way again. In fact, it will be almost like, God, look at that turn, look at that guy, look at that guy. Oh, I see a finger, right? Watch this. Raise your hand every time you see a turn. Every shot. Melo really turns a lot. Him, Durant, Kobe, Harden, LeBron, Curry, Pierce, Nowitzki, J.R. Smith. Who sees what I'm talking about? All right. So, and by the way, this is not new. This is nothing new. This started back in 1960. A guy named Oscar Robertson, who's one of the greatest players of all time, started, followed by Jerry West. Pete Maravich did it. Larry Bird did it. You name it, they all did. Okay? They all did. Everybody stand up. Baseline, baseline. Now, all right. So we know. Now watch this. We know that the best players in the world do this. We know they've been doing it for over 50 years. Why? Simple. Watch this. When I square my feet and I go up into my shot, where's my elbow? It's out. How many of you guys have been taught by your coaches? Bring your elbow in, chicken wing. Why do you think your elbow's out? Because watch. Boom. Where's my elbow now? We never talk about the elbow. People go, the elbow. We never talk about why. We're not focused on the elbow, we're focused on the turn. Hip, shoulder, finger. Boom. Hip, shoulder. Who gets it? Everybody got it? Second reason. Maybe more important than first. When I shoot, I go up in my shot, shoulder, shoulder, neck. This shoulder goes into my neck. Like that. When I shoot like this, oh, this feels really, really good. Come on out. Come on. Quickly, it's a 4-hour show. Let's go. Go free throw line. Take a jump shot, totally square your feet, ready, set, shoot, ball. Okay, do it again, ready, set, go. Good, do it again, ready, set, go. Okay, you're a lefty, right? Okay, so which way do you want to point your feet? There we go, now try. Okay, what feels easier? Where do you have less tension at? have less tension? Where do you have more tension? And that's another reason. I mean, I could not imagine watching an NBA player come down and do shit like this. I just can't imagine it. That's how 90% of you guys shoot. So what we want to do, last thing we're going to do, guys, real fast. This is for my left, my right. Guys, like Ray Allen, he's an 11 o'clock shooter. Okay. Most players are 10 o'clock shooters. So imagine it being like a clock. Okay, so like 11. Okay, and then at 10 o'clock shooters, I'll name a few guys. See if you. What do these guys have in common? Carmelo Anthony, Kevin Durant, Kobe Bryant, James Harden, Russell Westbrook, Dirk Nowitzki, Wade Wade, LeBron James, Stephen Curry. What do all those guys have in common? They were the top 8 scorers in the NBA. They all are. They are all. They turn a little bit more. It's interesting. I'd like you guys to be at least 10 years. Just kind of here. For my left hand, you guys will be here. You guys understand? Who gets it? Quick, bring it. Okay, stop. How many guys have been taught by more than 5 coaches? How many people have been taught by more than 10 coaches? Probably. Okay, let me ask you a question. If they're correct, why? Two things. Number one, why don't the best shooters in the world shoot that way? Number two, why aren't you a better shooter? Because you've been taught the wrong way to shoot. Sorry, guys. Okay, how many guys think this makes so much sense to go here instead of here? People go, that's weird. No, it's not. You know what's weird? Is people that swear. The best shooters in the world turn, men and women. I want to turn. I want to be a turn shooter. I want to be hit shoulder to the basket, not feet to the basket. Everybody got it? Here's what I want you guys to do. You're going to get out of the basket. And get a ball. And by the way, all you got to do is turn your feet. Now, what are we going to focus on? Why would we go back? Okay, or backwards to our original shot. Everybody get out of the basket. Let's go, quickly.
So now by you doing a good job by starting and finishing here, where do you think the ball's gonna go? To the right. I'd rather you square up and turn and finish. Where you finish, not where you start sometimes. Okay? You can start at 10 o'clock and finish at 10 o'clock, or you can start at 12 and finish at 10. As long as the shoulder's at the basket though. Okay? Because if the shoulder's not at the basket, the ball's not gonna go in, guys. It's gonna keep going right or left, okay? So I want you to focus on the shoulder going to the basket, that's it. And if it doesn't go in, it doesn't go in. Keep it right there until the ball hits the rim or it goes in. You understand? Watch, here, Johnny. Get close. Good, shoot ball. If you watch Johnny's shoulder, guys, it's pretty good. It's always in the same spot. Go ahead, Johnny. Put it right in the middle. Put it right there. Perfect, Johnny. Put it up. Keep your shoulder in front of you. That's what you're gonna do every single time, guys. Just finish right in front of you with your shoulder. One more time. Knock it down, John. Let's go. You got it. Shoot us off now. Perfect. Okay? You understand? I want you to dominate with your right shoulder. Who cares about the left side, guys? Let me get one of the older guys. Come on. You, black shirt, 67. Step up. I want you to dominate with only one shoulder. Okay, which means you're gonna feel, go ahead. Shoot, go ahead. Shoot. Like somebody is pulling your left shoulder back right now. Now do it by yourself.